There are growing fears tonight Syria is being dragged into civil war after days of sectarian violence that one human rights group estimates has killed at least 1,000 people. The country's interim leader, Ahmad al-Sharaa, has appealed for unity, saying he's formed an independent committee to investigate the killing of hundreds of civilians in areas loyal to the former president, Bashar al-Assad, who was ousted last December. The worst violence has been around the port city of Latakia and began when gunmen from the minority Alawite community supporting the former president attacked the new security forces. Their response has been brutal. The US and Russia are calling for an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council to discuss the crisis. From Damascus, Lina Sinjab has our top story. An attack in broad daylight in Jeblia, less than 20 miles from Latakia. This town is home to the Alawite minority, supporters of the former leader Bashar al-Assad, whose regime was toppled last December. The violence began after Assad loyalists ambushed government forces on Thursday. Government supporters then arrived, and these pictures are believed to show them fighting the Alawites. An estimated thousands Alawites have been killed, including women and children. These killings have caused anger across the country, including in the capital, Damascus.
People have gathered here in protest against the violence and against the killing. They are chanting, all Syrians are standing together in solidarity and in support of the victims of the Alawite community, but also in support of unity of this government. They're calling for prosecution, they're calling for justice and avoid any violence in the country.
So we are here just in the stand, to express peacefully that we are against the killing of the civilians from all parts, against the killing of the police and the other civilians.
Some of the protesters began calling for revenge.
The police is firing in the air to disperse the protesters as there is tension coming.
The interim president Ahmad al-Sharaa called for national unity at dawn prayers this morning. And this evening, he has announced an investigation into the killings, and his fighters have moved into position in the coastal city of Latakia.
The interim president Ahmad al-Sharaa is under immense pressure to act swiftly and firmly. He addressed the nation for this evening, vowing to hold the perpetrators accountable, and announced that he formed a committee to investigate the killings. He told the nation that the remnants of the Assad regime will be brought to justice, but also he said that his government will not tolerate any person who violates the rights of civilians, who attacks civilians, and those who have blood on their hands will be prosecuted sooner, no later. His messages came at a time where the country is really worried about the future of Syria, and as a gesture as well, he phoned members of the Alawite community who've lost families to give condolences and support. And this is a really crucial time and big test for his government to maintain stability and order and protect all the country and all Syria, so that he would be able to accept it locally and internationally.
As Syria grapples with this crisis, the world watches closely, hoping for peace and justice for all its citizens. We'll continue to follow the story as it unfolds and bring you updates on the situation. Thanks for watching Ravatel, and don't forget to subscribe for more news and discussions that matter.